This is a reminder that on Sunday, October 14th, Let's Play at Navarre Autism will be hosting a special 25 Years of Autism webcast to help support the Children's Miracle Network. We hope to see you there as we support this wonderful cause. Alright, so that was episode 500. Now let's move on to episode number 501 by speaking with Ishtola to take on the challenge entitled The Call. Ishtola would see the ether flow once more. We have the requisite consent. Time to put Nama's power to use. If the ether flows as planned, all that remains is to have the Ironworks engineers come do their work at the ruins. Come, let us return to the House of the Crooked Coin. Lead on. Yeah, I'll see you there too, Hien. So, let's take a ride on our horse. Flying up and going on a ride. Back to the House of the Crooked Coin. So, let's see if Ishtola can do what she needs to do. I shall begin at once. You may wish to step back. Alright. And so, sometime later, with all the preparations needed, do what you must there, Ishtola. Yeah, we're definitely getting a reaction. Yeah, putting everything that she's got into it. Yeah, it's certainly quite the sight, isn't it? Yeah, come on, Ishtola, you can do it. That was quite an impressive display. It certainly took a lot out of her, too.
Did it work?
Yeah, did we succeed?
It did. Ether may flow freely to the burn once more.
Wonderful. Yeah, puts a smile on our face. So let's speak with Hien again. I do not pretend to understand what you did, Ishtola, but you did it. Thanks to you, and Corinne of course, we have taken a momentous step towards securing our defenses. Now, as much as I believe the rest is in order, we should probably make haste back to the Enclave. I would agree, since it's after 11:30 PM where I am. Agreed. The others may have already returned from their missions, and I would know how things stand. As would I. Without further ado then. Yeah, I guess I'll see the two of you back over in Doma. And so that is where we shall go. Yeah, we're getting close to the end now, so yeah, we've been at this for over 3 hours. It won't be much longer until we bring this to an end for tonight. But there are still some important things that have to occur. And don't worry, we will be getting to them. So, back at the DOMAN Enclave. Yeah. No need for battle attire for what we're doing next. Let's just head on over. Back over to the Kienkon, and we'll speak with everyone and see how they did. Hey there, Alice. How have you progressed? Judging by your triumphant expressions, I take it all went well on the Autism step. Indeed, we have secured a suitable source of energy for the barrier. Excellent. Good. Tataru and I have commissioned Garland Ironworks to ensure that the field generators function as they should. A team of engineers stand ready to set out for the burn at a moment's notice. You need only say the word. I thank you for engaging their services on our behalf. The minutiae of the arrangement you may leave to me. Which just leaves the small matter of our alliance. So Yugiri and Hakuro, how fared you with our neighbours? My lord, all of the factions we approached are in agreement that the Empire poses a threat, and many responded positively of talk to an alliance. From Hingashi and Suino Sato, however, we received outright rejections. The former will not break its treaty with the Empire, and the latter will not involve itself in conflict. Just as we expected then. While there is naught to be done about it, we must focus on the rest. To each of the nations that were amenable to an alliance, I will personally send a missive. And once I have attended to that, I believe we will have done everything we can to fortify Doma's defenses, for the time being at least. All of which means I may leave for the meeting in Alamigo with a lighter heart. Yugiri, Hokuro, if you would be so kind as to hold the fort in my absence. I believe they can do that. They're more than capable. My friends, we could not have achieved so much in so little time without your help. For that I give you my heartfelt thanks. To the meeting then. And we'll look forward to seeing you there. I took the liberty of asking Thancred to attend as well. He should have arrived in the Alamigan quarter by now. Then let us not keep him waiting, shall we? And so away we go. Back all the way to Alamigo. Yeah, because now, with the search for Alpha Node still ongoing, and with the Azim step now being secured, it's now time for us to go to the meeting we've been hearing so much about between the leaders of the Eorzean Alliance and the representatives of Alamigo, who have expressed their intent to want to officially associate themselves as a member of the Eorzean Alliance. So we should be expecting the arrival of Thancred hopefully soon. Yeah, there he is. Ishtula has told me all, and I duly told Oriange and Kryl. Kryl in particular was concerned about Halfner, but I assured her that everything can be done as being done. She agreed to continue with her own task for the time being on the condition that I contact her the moment there is any development. So that leaves the four of us to attend the council. Alvold is here to assist with security, incidentally, though the poor lad seems altogether too distracted for the task. Another one missing Alphanode, I expect? Well, we did go on a treasure-seeking adventure in patch 4.1. Ah, but it's almost time. As soon as you are ready, present yourself to the guard at the palace entrance. I shan't be far behind. And so we'll go ahead and speak with the Resistance Guard and make our way in. Ah, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, welcome to Alamigo. The Alliance leaders have already arrived. May I show you to the meeting chamber? So, upon proceeding to the Royal Palace, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Are we going inside? Yes, we are. And if you're familiar with previous prompts that have told you that sufficient amount of time needs to be done to view cutscenes, you know that there's going to be some significant plot involved. So I'm just gonna keep quiet and let you guys watch this for yourselves.
Mistress Lys, Commander Aldin, it gives me great pleasure to formally welcome the city-state of Alamigo to the Eorzean Alliance.
The pleasure is ours, Your Grace. I know I speak for all Alamegans when I say that we are glad of this chance to stand with our comrades of the Alliance.
And we, for our part, are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
Lord Hien of Doma, at your service. Pray, accept my heartfelt thanks for your generous invitation.
Nay, 'tis we who must thank you for journeying so far. And 'twould be remiss of me not to acknowledge the part the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have played in bringing all of us together. In times of great unrest, you and yours have been our constant companions, without whom we would not be here.
With apologies to Lord Hien and Mistress Alisaie, it occurs to me that we have not gathered in this way since that fateful day in Uldar.
The day I lost my arm and my freedom. As I lay in my cell, never did I dream that I would one day be given the chance to represent my homeland at this council. I would not even be alive had you not plucked me from the jaws of death. You, Yugiri, and Alphino. Would that the lad could be with us.
I too owe my presence here to Alphino, in so many ways. Until such time as he returns, I mean to carry on his good work as best I can.
Come, friends. Let us leave the past in the past and turn our eyes to the future. My Lord Hien, pray, tell us how things stand in the East.
Having heard the rumors of dissent in Garlemald, I dared to dream of a peaceable solution.
The Empire will not so easily change its ways. If the Garleans have a mind to take back Doma and Alamigo, we'll be hard-pressed to stop them, even with the might of 6 nations. But while we lack the strength to fight the tide, a course may yet present itself, if we read the winds aright.
The winds suggest but one course to me. One which leads from the sea unto the river and thence to the source of all our woes.
The Ascians.
Indeed. All here have felt their blighted touch. It was the bringers of chaos who nurtured the Archbishop's tyrannical ambitions. They who bestowed upon him the secrets of summoning, as they have so many others before and since. And while they remain, we shall know no peace.
Our objective is clear. The question is how to achieve it. That our enemy parades about in Xenos' skin poses problems in itself, but ere we get to them, how are we to infiltrate the Empire and get close enough to strike?
While I see the wisdom in targeting the Ascians, an assassination attempt on Garlean soil would do little to aid our cause, even were it to succeed. It's time we used our enemy's preferred tactic: subterfuge.
You have an idea?
Speak your mind, Master Thancred. None here know the enemy better than the Scions, and you mayhap best of all. Whatever it is you propose, we will give it fair hearing. On that you have my word.
Very well, Admiral. My proposal is thus. We dispatch the shinobi to Imperial territory. There, they sow the rumor that the Crown Prince perished in the battle for Alamigo, and that the man parading around is in fact a corpse inhabited by a servant of darkness.
Well, it does have the ring of truth about it. And were the Garleans to learn that their future ruler is a puppet, the Empire would be shaken to the core.
But at the risk of sounding stupid, would they actually believe such an unlikely story? I didn't.
Ordinarily not. But prior to his miraculous recovery, rumors of Xenos' death had already begun to circulate around the Empire. Ultimately, however, what the masses believe is not our chief concern. Our true objective is to create an opening for rival factions within Garlemald to exploit.
Just as a war of succession erupted in the wake of Emperor Solus's death.
A war which raged until but recently, plunging the Imperial House into disarray as nephew and uncle grappled for the throne. It is no coincidence that one of Varus's first acts as Emperor was to name Xenos heir apparent. Family feuds being so tiresome when armies are involved. Not all welcomed his choice of successor, however. There is no shortage of individuals who aspire to the throne, who would jump at any chance to seize power. The news that Xenos is not only dead, but a puppet to diabolical forces, would be too enticing to ignore.
The Empire would not be quick to recover from a second war of succession.
I am no stranger to infiltrating Imperial territory. With a team of operatives gathered from among the Alliance's finest, the plan should have a reasonable chance of success.
DOMA already has shinobi in place throughout the provinces. We stand ready to act, and act we must. What say you all?
I'm for Master Thancred's proposal. We shine a light upon the Ascian and test the Empire's unity. 'Twas his plot that scuttled Doma's negotiations, was it not? Why then, if we can eliminate him, there may yet be a chance for peace. Let us wage this war of subterfuge, that we may one day lay down our arms. Gods know we never will while the Ascians remain.
That way. Sorrow.
Yeah, cutting in here because what's going on? This isn't the Echo. This looks nothing like the Echo. Where the hell are we?
History must be changed.
What's going on? Who is this? Oh, I don't understand. I think we deserve to know who we're talking to.
Ahead looms a calamity.
Again?
Ahead looms light, expunging all form and life.
Oh, great.
Twin dooms only you can forestall. Only you.
What's the matter?
Yeah, suddenly we're being called out to. However, we're not the only ones who are getting mind raped.
A voice!
Yeah, it's not just us suffering.
Spies in our midst.
Nay, I sense no such presence.
This isn't good.
Let expanse contract. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Yeah, that was not the Echo. Someone was calling out to us. At least we'll come to our senses.
Is it over?
Looks like it. Except for Thancred.
Master Thancred!
Aw, man.
12 for Fend.
Is he dead?
Bear him to a private chamber. Have every healer make ready.
Yeah, this is not good. This is not good. Yeah, we were simultaneously mind raped. And so sometime later...
Master Thancred remains in slumber. Though his vital signs appear stable, he's unresponsive.
What could have done this? And why just him and not the others?
Yeah.
I'm afraid we could not identify the cause, milady. Our examinations revealed no wounds, nor the presence of any poisonous substances.
Gods, that only makes it worse. You're to let us know the moment there's any change, all right?
Yes, please.
Thank you for coming. Knowing Thancred, he would apologize for being otherwise engaged at so crucial a juncture.
In gifting us a course of action, Thancred sowed the seed of all that is to follow. We have but to nurture it as best we can. To him, I would say, rest easy, that he may wake to enjoy the fruits of our labors. Now, the matter of the mysterious voice must not be forgotten. Will you tell me exactly what happened?
Yeah, we deserve to
Alizé and I heard
talk
a
about
voice
this.
in the moments before Thancred collapsed. It was accompanied by a severe headache, as if something were clutching at our minds. Did you experience the same thing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's tell you everything that you need to know.
So, in between the voice and the pain, you felt as if you were somewhere else entirely.
Your testimony confirms my suspicion. That which you experienced was, I believe, your soul being plucked from your flesh. Called.
That's disturbing.
Cold.
I myself examined Thancred. Reach out as I may, I could not sense in him the spark of life that is his soul.
Yeah, so basically, it's like he lost a duel in Yu-Gi-Oh! You lose the duel in that game, you lose your soul. At least that's how the anime tells it.
That Thancred alone was stricken so is likely due to his heightened sensitivity to the effects of ether. A consequence of his prior possession by the Ascian, La Hebrea.
Yeah, we all remember that, don't we?
The owner of the voice, whoever it may be, reached out to you, called your souls, and in so doing, caused you and yours such pain.
But if that's true, where exactly are we being called to?
I know not. Yet one thing is plain. Whoever waits for you on the other side is possessed of a power unlike any I have ever known.
And that's not very comforting.
Forgive us, Lys, but may we leave Thancred in your care for a time?
Yeah, we got
As
work
if
to
you
do.
had to ask. I may not be a scion anymore, but I'm no less a friend. Don't worry. I'll see to it that Thancred's well looked after. Just focus on solving this mystery, all right?
Thank you, Lys. As the Elder Seedseer says, 'tis no ordinary individual we are dealing with. Nor can we discount the possibility of Ascian involvement.
Indeed.
Whoever or whatever is behind this, the sooner we find out, the better.
Yeah, we need to know who's messing with our minds here. And see if we can make them stop. So yeah, if you were wondering about why a call was being made, it wasn't Y'shtola summoning Aether, it was that bit of mind rape. So let's speak with Alizé to complete the challenge. I just tried to call Oriange on his think pole. He didn't respond, but I dare to hope that he possesses some knowledge we do not. Let's hope you're right about that. Ah! Oriange! Something happened during the meeting. Thancred's collapsed. A disembodied voice suddenly started... What? But that's... Oh, we should talk about this in person. Alright, we'll meet you there. That was Oriange. He heard the voice too. In Thalalin? As we alone were afflicted at the meeting, I had my suspicions, but if the voice also spoke to Urianger, there can be little doubt. The Scions were targeted specifically. By whom and to what end is the question, one to which we must first find an answer with all possible haste. Indeed, and so, we'll take 2,490 gil for completing the challenge, and for all the pain and suffering we endured, we get the Endure emotes. Stand strong and unified! And so now, time to speak with Alice again for the final main story quest of patch 4.4, entitled Prelude in Violet. Alice is eager to rendezvous with Urianger. Urianger agreed to meet us at the Rising Stones. If any of the others heard the voice, we'll find out soon enough. Yeah, so let's not keep him waiting. Good luck. I should get back to the meeting with the Elder Seedseer, but if there's anything I can do, anything at all, you must let me know, alright? Promise me. And the Elder Seedseer also sends her well wishes, and she's on her way as well. And so are we. Right, let's be on our way. And so, we're off. So, sometime later, back at the Rising Stones in Mordona. Yeah, we got a smile on our face, because Urianger is here!
Urianger! God, it's good to see you.
Would that our meeting were under happier circumstances. I judged the voice sufficient cause for concern even before you sent word of its effect on our comrade.
You heard it too, then?
Yeah, he must have.
Aye. And all but certainly at the selfsame instant. Alas, pained as I was, I could make little sense of what few words did then reach mine ears.
Who do you think is responsible? Could this be the Ascians doing?
Won't put it past them.
That I cannot say. Not when so little is known. Ere I indulge in speculation, I would examine Thancred with mine own eyes.
Good idea.
To Alamigo, then, without further delay.
Yeah, we got to the Rising Stones and now we're going right back to Alamigo.
One other thing. During my visit to the Far East, I observed a strange phenomenon.
And what was that?
Thou referrest, I presume, to the localized reduction in etheric density.
Well, that spares me the trouble of an explanation.
I guess
Yes.
so.
I noted precisely that at two apparently unconnected locations. I take it the phenomenon is not limited to the Far East.
Indeed not. Of late, our agents charged with surveilling the beast tribes have spoken of little else. In every corner of the realm, they tell of places in which the ether hath grown thin. Naturally, my suspicions first turned to primal activity, but the areas thus affected betray no evidence of summoning. I must confess to being quite perplexed.
So how do we figure
If the
that
same
out?
phenomenon is being observed in multiple locations on opposite sides of the world, we may safely discount regional factors. Needless to say, this warrants further investigation.
Yes, indeed.
Indeed. I shall make it my task to...
Oh, not again.
The voice. It calleth to me once more.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is not good. And now it's hopping into a Stola too.
I hear it too.
Stop mind raping us! Oh, come on!
Only you.
No! Ishtola! Urianger!
Throw wide the gates.
This is so bad. Oh, you done screwing us with again?
Can't be happening!
Or so we thought. Yeah, now they're just like Thancred.
Y'shtola! Urianger! Open your eyes! Open your eyes, I beg you!
I don't think that's gonna work. Now we have
Say
3
something.
corpses.
Anything! Not again. Please, not again.
Yeah, you should probably lend a hand here. Yeah, and the other members of the Crystal Braves should probably do the same. Yeah, repeated mind rape. And now it's just going from bad to worse. Yeah, we were once a set of 6 and now we're down to just Alice and I. Like, what's going on here? Why do you keep making my friends get knocked out and dead? Forgive me. That was an unseemly display. It happened before your very eyes, milady. None here would have behaved any differently. We have borne the 2 of them to a private chamber, but tell me, is it true that Master Thancred languishes in a like state in Alamigo? I'm afraid so. Though given the circumstances it would seem best to observe them together. I will send word to Lys that he should be brought here. Take heart, my lady. The world is full of scholars and knowledgeable folk of every persuasion. Someone out there is bound to know what ails our comrades and how it may be cured. Thus we will rouse them, no matter what. That we will, Hori, that we will. But first things first, our comrades will have questions. May I ask that you explain the situation to them? I must attend to a private matter. Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Hori Boulder. Oh, I promised I'd visit someone in LIMSA and LOMINSA. He's been waiting at Maelstrom Command for a while now. You know, you should come along too. I think he'd be glad to see you. Yeah. Who is this person you speak of? Yeah. Take care of our friends. While they're all dead. So yeah, we gotta manually warp ourselves to LIMSA LOMINSA. Yeah, we gotta go and take care of this ourselves. Hopefully where we're going, we're not gonna get mind raped again. So on this night in LIMSA LOMINSA, I don't know if you can necessarily call what just happened to our friends in the Signs of the Seventh Dawn nice there, Nikki Blossom, but in any event, welcome to Let's Play An Overall Autism. Welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us this evening, as we're getting ready to wind down the main story of patch 4.4, as we're currently on the final main story quest. So yeah, Alice chatting here with this private from the Maelstrom, so let's have a talk. As you've probably guessed, it's Galbu we've come to see. The private here will bring him out to us. Yeah, and if you're wondering, like, who's Galbu? Well, that's why you should be following the storyline of this game, because, yeah, This is another person we have not seen in over 2 years. Ever since the maelstrom took him in, I've tried to visit as often as I can, and after what had befell our friends, I was taken by the urge to visit again. It's difficult to explain. Well, do what you must. Yeah, you might remember Gabu single-handedly summoned Titan after seeing his parents dead.
Here he is, my lady.
Yeah, there is the little kobold.
Gabu, it's been too long.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he doesn't talk.
I'm afraid there's been no change. If he
After more
can
than
see
2
or hear
years?
us, he has given no sign.
I see. You're still fighting.
Yes, he is. And welcome to Genius. Welcome to the streaming channel. Glad to have you with us.
I'm proud of you.
Aww. So sweet.
We promised that we would come and visit you together, didn't we? Alphino and I. I'm sorry that we haven't managed that yet.
Well, you're here.
You know, with the three of us like this, does it not remind you of that night? Of the stars beyond count twinkling in the heavens?
And speaking of which, they're all right behind us.
I was feeling pretty low back then. Powerless. But I knew that my brother was close by if I needed him, and that the others would be waiting for me back at the Rising Stones. Not like now.
Yeah, a lot has changed for you, young lady. And for us. Because we just had our world turned upside down.
To Eorzea. Been reminded again and again of my limitations, of how little I can change about this world. And I've come to know the sorrow of parting all too well. But to have the people I hold dear struck down before my eyes, and be powerless to help them, that I cannot bear.
Yeah, this is a little too much for her. You still have me, or you don't have to bear this burden alone. Well, this is why I'm by your side.
No, I don't. You're right. It's pure arrogance to imagine I can solve everything by myself.
Exactly.
You'd think I'd have learned that by now.
And you haven't.
Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you. Well, that's more than enough brooding for one day.
I guess.
Come on. We have friends to save.
Indeed we do. Yeah, which means we have to part ways with little Gabu again. We should probably ask the pirate to come back and take him away. Zero, Hildebrand is in this patch, but not until later. Like, he's coming a couple months down the road. So he is going to be here, but not currently. Alright, now let's say. Let us return to the Rising Stones and take it from there. Very well. Thanks again for agreeing to come. It meant a lot to me. And so this quest ends back in Mordona, hopefully with less mind rape. Because yeah, we've already suffered it twice, we don't want to suffer it a third time. Omega is currently available there, Zero. I'm gonna save that until Thursday. So I'm gonna be streaming my attempts on Thursday, which I don't normally do. I usually wait 2 weeks And I mentioned this earlier on tonight, that I usually wait 2 weeks for people to figure out a fight before I start throwing myself in head first. But I've decided this time, since Thursday is my birthday, and I have the day off, I'm going to just do like everyone else and just throw myself in right away. So back here at the Rising Stones, let's complete our main story quest with Alice one last time. I did some thinking on the way back, and I think Corey is right. We need to seek outside help. Ordinarily, we would turn to our experts on such matters, but they're both among the stricken. I will begin by reaching out to the myriad guilds and research institutions here in Eorzea. Additionally, Grandfather and Minfilia had a wealth of connections between them, and I mean to explore those avenues too. We'll find a way to save everyone, mark my words. Much and more has happened in recent days, some of it for the good, some not so. But all around me, people continue their fight. From the shinobi who search for Alpha Node to the Alliance members who make ready to move against the Empire, they march on in the face of great adversity, bearing heavy burdens. Everyone is playing their part, and so must I. You have your own part to play, I know, and it's bigger than most, so I won't keep you. Just promise me that you'll visit from time to time, and I promise I'll have good tidings to share with you when you do. And so, our final quest of the evening ends with us getting 3,500 gil and bringing to an end the main story of patch 4.4. Stand strong and do not fight! And so now it's time for our series of cutscenes to find out what's going on in the world, starting in Garlemald. And so, in the throne room, Emperor Varus and quote-unquote Xenos are having a conversation.
The Populares no longer present an obstacle. Now is the time to bring the Empire's might to bear. A word from your Radiance is all it takes. But one word, and the Imperial army will fall upon Alamigo as a pack of bloodthirsty wolves and tear that feeble nation apart.
Have you nothing to say, Emperor? You did say one word is all it takes.
Have you no words for me?
No, obviously not.
Despite the lengths I go to, an emissary playing the part of a fool. When first I took this face, I swore to use all of my knowledge, all of my power, to further the cause of the Empire. My deeds stand testament to my commitment. And with this adamant flesh at my disposal, I could destroy the Icon Slayer as easily as one might swat a fly. Why do you hesitate?
Maybe he knows that I've been successful at defeating Ascians in the past? As well as Garleans?
Our enemy is resourceful. Though victory is certain now, it will not remain so indefinitely. Deliberate if you must, but be quick about it. We'll speak again when you have unburdened yourself of doubt. Until then, I take my leave. Father.
Yeah. Like, well, you're not really my son. I don't have to answer to you. And so away he goes, to leave the Emperor alone with his thoughts.
I should be the one to sigh.
Or so we thought. Yeah, who are you?
I played my part to perfection. I had earned my rest, and then thanks to La Habrea's crowning act of idiocy, our favorite emissary sees fit to summon me back.
And who are you exactly?
Elidibus was ever a warrior. A most tiresome trait, would you not agree?
Ah yes, the white-robed Ascian, who we haven't seen in quite some time.
What? Have you no words for me either? No matter. I've long grown weary of this mummery.
I guess the Emperor's the strong silent type.
Now, my dearest grandson, let me remind you of your place in the simplest of terms.
Grandson? You don't even look old enough. I mean, heck, he looks old enough to be your grandson.
You do not make judgments, you administer them. Swiftly and to the letter. Naught else is your concern. Elidibus may be an insufferable bore, but he is no fool. His choices as emissary seldom err. If aught threatens the balance twixt light and dark, it falls to you to remove it. Be it by your own hands or by your armies, you have ample means at your disposal. That is why this empire exists, why I built it.
The original Emperor Solus? Say what? Yeah. Get where this is going?
Oh dear. Have I touched a nerve? You always were an easy one to read. I pity you, I do. As they say, ignorance is bliss. And I know how much happier you would be not knowing the things you know.
What, is he gonna turn into Jack Nicholson's character in A Few Good Men? You have the satisfaction of not knowing what I know.
The founding father was an Ascian, and he created the Empire solely for the purpose of sowing the seeds of chaos.
So yeah, this entire empire, destructive as it's been, is basically a facade for, and has always been a facade, for Ascian manipulation. And welcome there, Nicholas Chisholm, to the stream and the channel. Glad to have you with us.
Don't take it personally. I merely do my duty. To bring about a calamity requires no small amount of power, and there is no surer way to obtain such power than by collecting powerful pawns. To that end, I have labored long and hard, and I must say I am quite pleased with my handiwork, paltry though it seems in comparison to Alag.
And let me guess, you had a hand in that too? Yeah, the Emperor doesn't use words, he uses bullets.
You fiends are overfond of your own voices.
It does seem that way, doesn't it?
Mark me, Ascian. Man is the master of his own destiny.
So you are human. Only problem.
Such a waste of time and energy. Both yours and mine.
Yeah, apparently you can't kill this guy with a bullet to the brain. Yeah, the Emperor lacks aura sight. We could give you some if you want.
Lest you forget you are Emperor now. If you wish to spout drivel about man's destiny, save it for the masses. It will serve to give them a sense of purpose, and you pliant pieces for the game. Oh, do stop sulking, boy. You, of all people, should understand. Ours is a struggle to restore both mankind and the world to their rightful state. Viewed thus, our goals are one and the same.
I don't think the Emperor sees it that way. Yeah, truth be told, I think the Emperor, Mr. Varus here, has had enough. And he wants to do something about it, but I don't think his current situation allows him to do that. But yeah, he's getting manipulated by Asians who look like his entire family, basically. Meanwhile, at a resistance encampment somewhere in the Empire, we finally get to see Alphinaud and his newfound friends. And hey, they actually found grass and mountains and a lake. And a settlement, too. Hey, everyone. What's in the world? Yeah, I gotta speak this one. As we arrive to this encampment. Yeah, there is definitely a problem here. That is a lot of corpses. More mind raping by whoever screwed with us. Yeah, dead bodies left and right. Dead. All dead. Yet I see no wounds nor any evidence of battle. No luck over there, huh? I think they're trying to do some healing magic, but it ain't working either. What could have caused all this? Yeah, maybe Shadowhunter can explain it. Damn them. They finally used it. Used what exactly? The Empire developed an alchemical weapon in ABANIA. A gas. Black Rose it was called. And to breathe it is to breathe your last. Remember back to episode 15 of this Let's Play for Stormblood? It was mentioned in that too. And that did this? I thought the project abandoned and its foul fruit destroyed, but naught else could have wrought such an atrocity. Yeah, he's pissed. Fools. What do they hope to gain with this butchery? Can they not see that a rule won through terror will not endure? How many more provinces must they lose? Yeah, there has been too much death in this patch. Nay, wait. This is not the work of men, but monsters. The Asians. It cannot be a coincidence that their trail led us here. Their objective was never to rule, but to sow strife and discord. Speaking of Discord, to our new viewers, if you don't mind me doing so, you are free to come join us on our Discord server. So feel free to click on the link in the chat and make yourselves at home. Such a crime does indeed bear the mark of the bringers of chaos. Black Crows cannot be allowed to kill again. We must find the Ascians and put an end to their plots. Yeah, just looks at him. Yeah, we're in agreement. And so, away we go, cause, yeah, we can't stay in an encampment that is littered with corpses. Just not a good idea. And so, that's all you need to know about what's going on in patch 4.4's main story. So, yeah, that leaves us on a cliffhanger, and it leaves us with just Alice and Corinne. A couple of Elezen girls who now have to basically go it alone against whatever the Ascians or the Empire throws at us next. And we'll have to wait until the new year to find out, cause since the next patch will be 4.5, they always split the final main story patch into 2 parts. So we'll likely get the first one in the new year, not long after the completion of the Chinese New Year event. And then the second one would be in the spring, a couple of months before the launch of the new expansion. Of yet, we do not yet know any details. We'll know some when the Final Fantasy Fan Festival comes around next month. That much I can promise you. But as far as tonight is concerned, this journey is over and the main story is finished. So now that leaves us to take care of all the side content that we're going to get to enjoy. From going to see if we can bring down Omega once and for all, to the continuation of the 4 Lords, to the continuation of the Hildebrand mysteries, which will come later on, and so much more other stuff that we get to look forward to in this patch. Because like I said, we're now at this for over 4 hours, and that basically tells you just how much we've covered this evening, and we're just scratching the surface. There's still so much to see and so much to do. But thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. Thank you for joining me for the 500th Let's Play episode of my Final Fantasy XIV journey over the course of the last 4.5 years. You guys are awesome, new viewers and old viewers alike. And I look forward to seeing what the future will bring for this game and its subsequent expansions, because we know that this journey is not over, and knowing that the Empire has dissension in the ranks could possibly lead to an advantage, and maybe we can gather momentum at some point in trying to bring down the Ascians. And not only that, hopefully we will not be alone anymore, just Alice and Corinne. Hopefully there's a chance for us to figure out this mind raping, and also figure out if we can possibly bring our Scion friends back from the dead. It'll be quite an experience for sure, and I know I look forward to seeing all of you guys with that as I join you again on Thursday for the conclusion of Omega. So, with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the main story of patch 4.4 of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood live. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys on Thursday for my birthday for the final 4 levels, hopefully, of Omega. So, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, this is Matthew and Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.